It's that time of the year, the Mid-Penn Championships. High School Sports Live is proud to present Central Dauphin Lady Rams versus the Northern Lady Polar Bears. Later in the broadcast, you'll see the Mid-Penn Boys Championships. But right now, let's talk about the two matchups. Lady Bears from Northern, 21-1, unbelievable. 22-1, unbelievable. Central Dauphin Lady Rams, we're kind of used to this. Several district championships over the last so many years, but let me tell you, Kirk Smallwood, it's going to be tough against a team that's only lost one game in the Northern Lady Bears. Talk about what Central Dauphin needs to do to have a chance in this game.
From talking to Coach, they're just going to be themselves. They're going to play defense. They're going to rotate. They're going to hit the ground. They're going to hit the glass. They're going to run when possible, and they're going to try to make shots and free throws.
Jeff Thompson, you live in that neighborhood. I even think you have a basketball hoop in the Northern Lady Polar Bears parking lot. You live so close to them, but talk about them. It's a historical season. What do they have to do something historical here and win the first ever Mid-Penn Championship for the Lady Bears?
Well, they're very athletic, number one. Two of the girls played in their championship soccer team, the district championship soccer team, and one of those girls was the kicker for the football team. And we're not even talking their leading scorers. So they have a lot of weapons, and they did play Chambersburg earlier in the year and beat them. So they're used to this. I think they have to get out and run and relax right away.
Let's talk about one player as our players to watch, our Advanced Hoops players to watch, which is Cassidy Sadler, number 12 for the Northern Lady Polar Bears. Let's take a look at what she does for this team. And while we are, Jeff, talk about her.
Well, first of all, Juniata Colley said, we want you, Cassidy, so she's going there next year. She's right-handed. She'll set up and hit the three. You'll drain any open shot. She has a hard right finish to the basket. She's actually just a tall shooting guard. And she's also their third leading rebounder. It'll be fun to watch, and it'll be fun to see her at Juniata next year.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Central Dauphin Lady Rams have a host of talented players, but there is one young lady that stands taller than the rest, named Lex Ferguson. Talk about her, Coach Smallwood, and what her impact is for the Lady Rams.
She leads the charge defensively. She's their best rebounder, and she plays very well in the team concept. She's the leader. Let's make no mistake about it. How well she plays will determine how well Central Dauphin will play tonight.
And I think she's recorded a 10-plus blocks in one game this season. They got a lot of talent, both teams. Congratulations for being here. Coming up soon, few minutes, the Northern Lady Polar Bears versus the Central Dauphin Lady Rams, all here on High School Sports Live right after this.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Okay, we're here, a much anticipated matchup between the Northern Lady Bears and the Central Dauphin Lady Rams. We got some officials here. Jeff Thompson, go over our officials for tonight.
The officials tonight: Annie Heim, Willie Green,
Willie Harris.
Willie Harris, and our third official is
Findy. Okay, we'll get you in a second. All right, looks
Mr.
like
Hancock.
There you go. Looks like the that's a nice start.
Kyla Fletcher.
Kyla Fletcher with a corner jump shot.
And her father's here watching the game. She hits the first shot.
He got in free, too. Wayne Fletcher, great guy, head coach at Central Dauphin, home of the Rams.
Well, this is probably one of the only times he gets to see his daughter play.
Yeah. That was Cassidy Sadler.
And she went inside for that bucket.
Yes. Took a little little tap on the way in.
Coach Lucas Zampelli for Northern Bears said they just got to stay tight before the game. He said they got to stay together on defense, stay tight. They want to try to stop those driving lanes that CD's used to taking advantage of.
CD is definitely one of the best defensive teams in our area.
And did you see what happened on that turnover? Quick transition for CD.
Well,
Yes.
Lauren Cavoli with a beautiful assist to her good senior friend, Lexi Ferguson. You're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Cavoli leads the team in assists with 48. She also has 58 steals.
And she's not afraid to shoot it from three, Coach.
Yeah.
This defense for CD, now I know why. Watching it up close, first time having a chance to see them this year, now you know why it's tough. Northern kicks the ball out of bounds, and here you go, it's back the other way. They make teams look bad, don't they, Kurt?
They rotate very, very well, Coach. I mean, they know where to be, they know where to rotate to, and they have the personnel down pat.
Cavoli.
That's Lauren Cavoli. We saw her last year. She's a good shooter.
Well, and they're going to mark her. That's on the scouting report to get out on her shot because she's a gunslinger. She's not afraid to take that shot and make big plays.
Northern's being very patient here.
You got Leah McGarvey playing very good defense for Central Dauphin this year as well.
Cavoli with a couple shakes there at midcourt.
There's Ferguson. She may be the best looking female athlete as far as athleticism that I've seen in a little while.
Leah McGarvey for three.
Well, that's interesting. That she set up for that three like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she's a 5'8" senior.
But look at Ferguson, 6 foot European style player, penetrates and finds her for a three. A post player finding girls for a three. That's what you're seeing in the modern basketball nowadays.
What they like about her, she's mobile.
Nice kid too.
Good ball pressure by Cavoli. Again.
Green on the floor. That's what she does. Hey, and that's what her sister used to do for Central Dauphin.
And that's Addie Place getting on it with her. Number 13 for Northern.
.23, Anna Lehman with the 3-ball attempt. Steal by 32, Odeko.
That's Sienna Odeko. Northern has a bunch of athletes on their team.
Hey, that's a good call by Willie Harris. You know, you might be watching it on TV and go, oh, she traveled, but now there was a hold that caused that hop, skip, and a jump.
Yes.
Well, Willie's been doing it for over 50 years.
Well, you know what? I've had him in several games myself, as I'm sure we all have.
It's number 12, Cassidy Sadler at the line.
A lot of nerves early on. You expect a few missed foul shots early, but once they settle down, it starts settling in the rim.
Cassidy has a very nice foul shot. Good follow through, good rotation.
Fletcher, a very accomplished softball player.
She's lightning on the softball field. Nice trap.
Nice outlet pass.
Well, there's a bunch of athletes out there.
Well,
Yeah.
You know, and it's the second time in a row they stole the secondary sideline break pass. And that's, I'll tell you what, let's see if CD adjusts to shorten that pass. On the scouting report, naturally they saw that that's a long pass, and that girl's preparing ahead of time to go get it.
And Ann Lehman's an excellent athlete.
Yeah.
Very good soccer player, kicker on the football team.
Each team has 3 turnovers right now.
Well, Lady Bears just aren't cashing on the offensive end, but I would say it's an even defensive battle right now, guys. This dribble handoff. CD likes it.
Well, you're right. Looks like Magic Johnson out there.
Oh, that's a timeout for the Northern Lady Bears. Hey, and we'll take one too. We'll be back right after this message.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Nice rebound by Addie Place.
That's Annie Lehman initiating the Polar Bear attack.
Now she can finish with her left. She's a right-hander, but she crosses over and has a real nice finish with her left.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. She got it up high on the glass.
Well, hey, Coach Zampelli made the timeout worth it. He figured, man, we're stagnant on offense. Let's draw up a high pick and handoff, and there you go.
And they also put Annie Lehman at the point.
Isn't that what coaches do? Is like whenever the players need a little CPR or whatever, some kind of little play here, let's help revive the offense, and coach provided that for him.
Lucas Zampelli. Luke Zampelli.
It is 7-5. We'll catch up on the screen here, but that is 7-5 after the 2 foul shots.
Polar Bears in their half-court man-to-man defense.
Good pressure on the ball. Oh, there's good defense by CD. That's what you talked about, Coach Smallwood in the pregame.
Yes. Both teams are playing very good on-the-ball man-to-man defense.
CD has 4 fouls to Northern's 0 fouls. Keep an eye on that. Getting in the bonus early could pay off for Northern.
That could be a factor.
And I think Northern's settling down a little bit.
Sienna Ondeko's versatility, hand on the ball, bringing it up at 5'11".
Nice backdoor cut. Jump ball.
That was called by Frank Hancock, one of the 3 officials.
Olivia Green, the sister of Amelia Green, who played on a district title team for Central Dauphin Lady Rams as well.
I actually like the way Northern's working the ball around. And
they're very quick to the loose balls also.
Annie Lehman's very athletic.
Well, Sincere Matthews just entered the game for CD, and she doesn't lack for quickness, I'll tell you that. She's out there D'ing up. Nice ball movement by the Lady Bears. Very good patience.
Anna Freeze with the screen and the roll. Shot is short.
Ferguson with the rebound, I'm sorry.
They did get the ball down to Hannah, though, didn't they?
Yes.
Lauren Cavoli, the floor general, setting things up. Matthews. A lot of penetration here. Big shot by Lauren Cavoli, the senior. Hey, the seniors early on are really stepping up for the Central Dauphin Lady Rams.
Cavoli with the long ball.
Tell you what, there's been 3 Cavolis, and we're going to talk about that a little later. We got a nice little graphic to show you that have all played on all the district championships that Randy's had, and this one here might be the 3rd.
Good defense by 23, Kayla Fletcher. God, 23, Anna Lehman.
Tell you what, nice. CD converges quickly. Ferguson bringing it up like a point guard. There's Cavoli. Nice pass to Green. That's a beautiful give and go. I like to mark that as a possible play of the game.
Yeah, that was
Boy,
a nice play.
That's a nice, that looked like a Luka Doncic, you know. Fake the 3, hit the guy cutting to the bucket.
There are bodies flying all over the place, Coach. Hopefully both teams will be able to finish with 5 people.
Well, they got the oxygen out on the bench, and they're rotating. It's like a hockey game going in and out. Both coaches realize that this is going to be a long battle tonight, and they're preparing the girls for a long haul. In for Samantha Sembrot, a sophomore. Randy has a lot of confidence in this young lady to put her in the very first quarter of the Mid-Penn Championships. She brings a lot to the table.
The Lady Rams have caused 5 turnovers.
And in for Northern, number 15, Liz Montgomery. And number 2, Tay Townsend. Tay's on the ball right now.
I'm really impressed with both teams and how they play defense.
Sincere.
Listen, Sincere Matthews from 3. When you come off the bench and hit a big 3, well, and play the defense, that's 15-5 CD. That's the reason.
Well, she looked like Clary from Penn State on that shot.
Way to attack the basket.
I tell you what, the way the officials are calling the game, and I don't blame them, letting it go in a championship, I think it favors CD guys right now.
Yes.
Well, coach is imploring them to take a foul maybe. They have no team fouls.
Sembrot to Cavoli. Okay, Annie Hine going to keep Northern off us. That's the first foul called on Northern.
Smart play.
Bouncing it out a little bit. That penetration, that's why kids at home, it's important to penetrate the defense when you're guard. You got to put pressure on the defense, and it'll spell dividends down the road when you're shooting those one-on-ones.
And CD's not in the bonus, so she can take another one if she'd like.
Cavoli has a lot of tricks with her ball handling game.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be back 15-5. Lady Rams, don't go away. This is heating up, guys.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Advanced Hoops is offering a spring Hoop It Up program for 4th and older. This is better than AAU for most kids. Players get to shoot more, dribble more, and pass more. The confidence and playing experience tied into state-of-the-art training with Archie Smith Jr., Aaron Yancey. Go to advancedhoops.com to see all the classes. Sembrot with a pull-up. Wow, I think that's the first mid-range bucket of the game.
Nice looking shot.
Nice skill.
First half stats for Northern. They were 1 for 7 from 2, 0 for 2 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 5 turnovers, 3 rebounds, 5 points. And CD's 3 for 6.
And there's Ann Lehman again with a great steal.
Yeah. They were 3 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 5 turnovers, totaling 15.
I tell you what, Northern keeps getting in those passing lanes. You just wonder, when is that going to pay off on the offensive end? They're going to have to knock down some shots, guys.
They just hit a 3. I think that was Tate Townsend, I believe.
Yeah, number 8.
Basic give and go.
Number 2, I'm sorry.
Well executed by Kayla Fletcher, number 23.
And that's the thing Northern Lady Bears have to be careful of. It's okay to be up on the ball, but CD, every girl can go around you. You gotta have a little bit more containment, a little bit more help to pinch those drives.
This is the first free throw of the game for CD, and this is the second.
Nice rebound by Sienna Ondeco.
I see a lot more body movement and ball movement from the Polar Bears. Fletcher back in the corner to 34. Leah McGarvey for 2.
I'll tell you what, she has such a nice catch and shoot rhythm. She has that bounce.
And I'm gonna agree with you on this, Charlie, that Central Dauphin is very aggressive defensively. And they play it right up to the 5 fouls.
I'm impressed with number 23, Anna Lehman, the senior guard, 5'9", maybe 5'8" from over here for Northern. She hasn't gotten it to fall on some of those layups, but she is pressuring the defense. After a while, she's going to get the call on one of those drives.
Yeah, she looks like a defensive back, doesn't she?
CD's defense was exactly the way Coach explained it to me. I mean, they just get on you, man. Guys are in the passing lanes, they're in good stances, and I like the way they rotate.
They've been suffocating Northern so far, inside.
They sure have. CD's enjoying a 12-3 run right now.
That charge was a hook. Traditional charges, they run players over, so if you're wondering at home why not, the referee signaled with her hand that there was a, and if we had a replay on that one, you would see that it was a hooking charge.
Great crossover by Alexis. Comes up a little bit short.
Fletcher with the steal. The Fletcher, no. Ferguson.
Ferguson with the crossover again. She is slick with the ball. Speaking of slick with the ball.
Willie Harris is not having it. He's seen too much dribble. He's teaching lessons out there with the stripes.
We're all educators
good,
here.
Hey, good officials teach lessons.
Good steal.
They're just having a hard time getting into the post.
Yeah.
Nice pass.
That was a foul on number 23, Anna Lehman.
Wasn't sure if it was coming, the foul, but it came.
Right.
She got knocked down, so that constitutes, let's blow the whistle.
Okay.
I would venture to say that Ann challenged that shot.
I think most coaches want the game to be called. Not every little ticky-tack, but let them play a little bit, but at the same time, don't bludgeon. How about Kirk? Kirk, what do you think as a coach?
I just like equity, man. If you call it on them, call it on us.
Yeah.
If you call it on us, call it on them.
Coach, do you always, as a coach, did you want more like definitely call the fouls on the shot? I don't mind letting go a little the pushing out front on the ball. Or did it always kind of make you a little upset when the guys are getting nailed going to the basket? There's no call?
It would tee me off, Coach. Especially when guys are making good, strong, fundamental moves.
And they're not getting rewarded.
And they're not getting rewarded, getting knocked to the ground, things of that nature. You got to blow the whistle.
You almost got to look at your player and say, hey, you didn't do anything wrong. You keep doing that.
Yeah. Yep.
When you have to say keep doing that, you know that's a good one.
Hey, Lauren Cavoli just came in for Sincere Matthews, who hit that last foul shot.
Look at Ferguson, smooth.
Showing off her left.
I just keep thinking she's going to dunk it at the end of that. You know what I mean?
This is a very impressive athletic team.
It is, and she's naturally going to be playing some college basketball. Before we get to half, we'll find out which college she's considering, but maybe we'll look at it, but she's definitely going to make somebody happy. I know Cavoli's signed with McDaniel College, Lauren Cavoli. She'll make them happy. Point guard like her.
Wow. Defense. That was good defense. You're in the passing lane. You get the ball side hand out. Good job, Alexis Ferguson.
Look at this. Look at this. 40. Green with the rebound.
She got inside Cassidy Sadler. Great offensive rebounding position.
Well, and that comes from great penetration by Cavoli, pushing, drawing the defense. And that's why CD is winning the penetration battle in this first half.
Olivia Green is a 6-foot sophomore, averages 8.7 points a game. She's pulled down 214 rebounds.
And that's how, by getting that kind of position.
CD 24-8. Jeff, it's 4 2:17 left in the first half. What's Northern got to do to kind of, do they try to get it all back at once, or they try to get it in spurts? What do you think?
Well, the defense of Central Dauphin is confusing them a little bit, and I think they just got to settle down and work the ball. Plus, they need to hit a couple outside shots because they're not getting anything inside.
Okay, the other thing they have to do, Coach, they have 11 turnovers already. Northern does. They've got to take better care of the ball.
This is a pretty big stage right here.
Okay. I like this. This is all about Livy Green getting a rebound, scrapping, and then hitting Kayla Fletcher to the basket. And I'm going to say something so the pillow fight isn't so bad when Amelia comes home for break. That is Amelia Green all over again. Just like her sister, scrapping, getting after loose balls. That's what Amelia Green brought to the district title team for CD several years ago. So hopefully if the girls aren't getting along, that just brought them together, guys.
And Hannah Fries had that rebound, but Livy took it right away from her.
Yeah.
Really impressed with Coach's rotation. I mean, CD's just running them in and out. Everybody does what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's like a hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Randy Gamberling's been at it a long time.
I would love to see a stat, and I know we don't have one, of how many times between both teams someone stole the ball in the passing lane, and that's just well-coached teams. They're anticipating passes. They know where to be. They're in the right places at the right time. That's coaching, guys.
I think it is, and what you're seeing is the two most athletic teams in their divisions. And I just want to tell Luke Zampelli has a career record of 43-6.
Whoa.
That's pretty gaudy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very good.
On the other side, Randy's won 300 games.
Yeah, I've seen Randy's whole career, and I was joking with him on the way in, and I said, man, how long have we been doing this together, Randy? He laughed. He laughed.
Last year, the Rams finished 20-7. This year, they're 21-2.
This school, Cumberland Valley, typically, there's just some schools that just keep reloading. Man, if Northern could get some of those layups to fall.
I liked Hannah Fries getting after that ball, though.
Cavoli pushing it.
Sometimes when the other team's playing that good a job on defense, it's hard to get a good shot up.
Yes, it
They're
is.
a little intimidated. And that's the way your Cougars played, wasn't it?
Yes, that's the way I wanted them to play.
Little force by McGarvey. Oh, wow. How many of these layups
Sienna on
won't
deck.
fall down?
She went right to the basket. It just didn't go.
Listen, and I know CD's missed some layups, but I would say that if Northern would have made half their layups, the game would be maybe a 4-point game right now. They've had a lot of missed bunnies.
But then you look at that. That's a pull-up jump shot.
Yeah, that's a college mid-range game.
6-footer doing
a
a pull-up jump shot.
That's an Atlantic 10 forward there, guys.
Alexis Ferguson.
There's Cavoli in the passing lane again. Another steal in the passing lane and another steal for Cavoli. Setting it up. No ball movement, no movement on CD.
Northern is 1 for 11 from 2.
Nice steal there. Number 13.
Got an open layup.
Addie Place.
Oh, boy, missed it.
Nice
Here we
follow.
go.
Ann Lehman. She has that left that's pretty effective.
Yes, strong player.
Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here, talk about it a little bit. Let's actually talk about the Cavoli girls. We have a graphic coming up here in a little bit with the girls. The first Cavoli, Julia Cavoli, played at CD, won district championship, won that on her team. And then she's at Goucher College. There's Julia to the far left. Then you got Meg Cavoli, played district championship 2 years ago. She went to Shippensburg University for basketball, and then you got little Lauren Cavalli to the far right, McDaniel. So we got a stream of Randy. This happens, but 2 is one thing. 3, that's something, guys.
That's great for your program. For one family, that's great.
Well, that happened at Cumberland Valley.
I got to say, I got to be honest, the far right there, when that little one, I always told the family that was my favorite, that little one there. The last one coming through, so I got to be honest. I've always had a little, and I think the older sisters would agree. It's probably their favorite, too.
And that's Lauren that hits that 3.
Yeah, she's something.
That layup that Northern just made was their first bucket since 7:02 left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's called a dry spell.
Yeah.
There's Sam Sembrot, big player off the bench. You saw her in that photo there. Sophomore, the future's bright at Central Dauphin. They're going to keep reloading.
Northern has their 5 starters still in the game.
Fletcher with the ball. She's a sophomore. Played a lot, started a lot as a freshman last year. She's a big-time softball player, guys. That's a left-hander.
A left-handed runner.
Sembrot with that soft touch. Woo! Shooting touch from Sembrot. She has a nice feel for the rim there.
They're awfully comfortable on these baskets, aren't they?
Yeah. Just when Northern was trying to catch some momentum, Sembrot squelches that. There's an illegal screen. No? Yeah, illegal screen. Not sure if we have a look at that. Matthews was on the recipient of an illegal screen.
Well, when things go bad, sometimes it
goes real bad.
It goes real bad. Because that young lady just hit a 3 off that play.
Coming up at halftime here, we're going to have the Jack Giambalvo halftime report. The Capital Blue Cross first half highlights, advanced hoops, halftime stats. Fletcher going to give it another shot here. This is almost like a Marley Dickerson lookalike here, guys, from a couple years ago. I think the parents would agree. Because every time she goes to the line, I think, wow, I didn't know Marley. I thought she graduated. There we go. Nice shot by Fletcher.
Kayla's an outstanding athlete. Can run.
Yep.
Good hand-eye coordination.
Okay, that's the end of the first half. It's 31, Lady Rams. Northern Polar Bears 10. Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up after this special presentation. Advanced Hoops, Spring Hoop It Up training, featuring 1v1 competition and triple threat instruction, bringing out the best in a player's ability to play one-on-one offensive basketball. 5-on-5 game scrimmages. These are confidence building. A lot of players get on AAU teams and never touch the basketball. Also, top players who might be playing other sports in the spring gives them a chance to get the game experience that they would miss not getting on a travel team. These classes have shooting, driving opportunities, intense skills with multiple ball dribbling. Sign up for the Hoop It Up training in your age group. Add to your training package with a special extra shoot to score, featuring all different types of game shots, on the move, and dribble drive class, emphasizing transition dribbling and one-on-one moves. You can make it a 2-class combo back-to-back, or do all 3 classes and call it a triple play. Every Hoop It Up training class has these extra skill classes so players can hoop it up while getting extra skill work. This makes the Advanced Hoops spring experience unique and worth it. Our top-notch Advanced Hoops coaches this spring are Duke McCamey, former professional basketball player and lead post trainer. Aaron Yancey, longtime and top Advanced Hoops trainer. And our lead trainer, Archie Smith Jr., well known as a speed and agility expert, will be leading many classes. Charlie Fortney, Division I shooting guard and pro player. Bob Felker, well known for being a girls' confidence builder and a strong coach in the girls' arena. Register now for the early bird by March 10th to get a big discount. Go to advancedhoops.com.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and Workin' dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
We're back at Central Dauphin High School, the Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships halftime report. Welcome everybody. It's 31-10, guys. It's all that we thought as far as Central Dauphin Lady Rams just being real aggressive on defense. Northern Lady Bears doing everything they can. They just can't get a basket to fall, it doesn't seem like, guys. Jeff, Northern Lady Bears, what do they need to do?
Well, they suffered a pretty severe drought there. At one point, it was a 7-5 game, and they just couldn't put the ball in the hole. At the same time, Central Dauphin's defense was so good.
Kirk, I mean, I think things are going on cue with the pregame talk about it.
CD went on a 21-3 run, and that's been the difference in the ball game. Their defense has been stellar. If the ball's on the floor, they're down to get it. They look very, very good tonight.
Well, we got some first half highlights we're going to be checking out here in a little bit, and some halftime stats. The stats guys usually tell the tape, but let's check out our highlights. Fletcher hitting the basket from the corner.
And that started the game off, and that's how they shot all the first half.
And that's she's a sophomore, bringing that leadership.
That was an answer from Northern, from Cassidy Sadler.
And there's a nice 1-2 punch from Cavoli to Ferguson.
CD putting that pressure on the rim.
Look at this pass by Ferguson over to actually that's McGarvey. Jenna McGarvey. She had 2 big jumpers in the half.
And Lauren Cavoli went way downtown.
Cavoli had every stat but a rebound in that half, I think.
Nice
Look at
player.
that! Wow.
Good look.
That's my favorite play of that first half. That catch, up fake, boom.
Shot fake and pass.
I feel like I'm watching the Dallas Mavericks here.
And that's Tay. Tay hitting the 3 finally.
Oh, some good highlights. Let's take a look at these stats, guys. Wow, looks like Central Dauphin is benefiting from just getting more opportunities. 8 for 19. Northern not cashing in. I think we saw 6 or 7 of those were layups that just in and out. Foul line 3 for 5 for CD and advantage. Advantage 6 for 12. 3-point line 3 for 5 CD and advantage. Turnovers though, that's the tell of the tape, guys. Coach Smallwood, turnovers. What do you think?
The Polar Bears have got to do a better job taking care of the ball. They have 10 turnovers. On the other end, they have 14 turnovers. On the other side, CD has 7. And Polar Bears have to take care of the ball.
And do you think having the bright lights, these lights are pretty bright in here
yes.
this evening, and I think that Northern's seeing them for the first time, I think.
CD has been here before. You know, they've been to this party. They've danced a couple times. So they're very, very comfortable. Plus, we're in their building. So they feel pretty comfortable about how this thing's going to turn out.
If you don't mind, we're going to take a break here to say, but when we come back, don't go away, folks. Jeff Thompson, we have some special coaches, sportsmanship to recognize when we come back before the second half starts. We'll be back after these messages.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Hey guys, the 3-Star Foundation sponsoring a nationally known speaker. Gene McGuire spent 34 and a half years incarcerated wrongfully. He'll be coming to the Salvation Army next Thursday, the 22nd. Go to the 3staryouth.org to register to get a spot. It's free, no cost to hear Gene speak at 6 o'clock. That's the 3-Star Foundation. Jeff, talk about sportsmanship here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Well, the Central Pennsylvania basketball officials gave an award to the girls at the halftime of the girls' game. That Cumberland Valley won the award for the 3rd straight time. Bill Wolf accepted the presentation, and on hand was the athletic director from Cumberland Valley. He's done a marvelous job.
You know, it's amazing, Smallwood, and you've been on the receiving end of the good years and some tough years or whatever, and winning championships. And Bill's won several, I think maybe 4 state titles, and he's won sportsmanship awards during championship years and during losing years. What do you think about that, Coach?
It says a lot about his program and how he holds his kids accountable and his staff. He does a very good job there at Cumberland Valley.
And he won his first state title with Alyssa Thompson. Here at Central Dauphin High School, we should note that.
Alyssa Thomas.
Alyssa Thomas. Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm thinking of Thompson because I'm sitting next to you.
Northern's trying to pound that thing in a little bit more to number 44, Hannah Fries. She's been getting pretty good post position.
And Olivia had a layup at the other end, Olivia Green, and it popped out just like it was popping out for Northern in the first half.
Yeah. Look at that nice pick and roll.
Oh, very good ball movement.
Good. Make that extra pass was the talk at halftime. Okay, look at that rebound by Fletcher. Ferguson on the run. Nice swing pass to Cavoli. Oh, my goodness. You can't get better ball movement than that.
Well, it all started with that rebound by Kayla Fletcher.
That was a textbook way to play basketball there, guys.
Cavoli stepped into that three with confidence, a nice stroke, and knocked it down for the Rams.
And you know Central Dauphin's playing well when Coach Randy G, who rarely ever sits, is just sitting right now, not pacing that sideline like he usually does. Look at, wow, that size of Green just bothering the shot.
Well, she blocked that shot.
Of Hannah Fries. Yeah, she got a piece of that.
And Cavoli from long range. That was a heat check for
Hannah
Lauren
Fries for the rebound. On Deco with the push. There's just no room in the end here, guys. You know what I mean? There's just no room in the end.
They get in the post and they get double teamed automatically, immediately.
It's the length. It's the size. You got.
And the footwork.
Wow.
And the footwork.
And the footwork.
Those CD girls are sliding right into those spaces. Gosh, 3 Cavolis in a row.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Well, and how many threes this game? 2 for her. Nice. Look at this little slashy. Woo. Quickness. McGarvey with a nice little, wow.
And the ball pops right out to Central Dauphin.
Hey, and just like the stats say, everybody gets into the game for CD. You don't know who's going to lead the team in scoring from one night to the next. That's a mark of a good team, guys. It's hard to scout a team like that.
Yeah, very well put together.
Well, you know, let's remember, they're both number 3 seeds. Central Dauphin in 6A and Northern in 5A. So they've got this. I think Northern can learn a lot from this game.
I'll tell you what, Northern well-earned. Anna Lehman, a well-earned foul there. She's saying about time. I'm half agreeing with her, but listen, she earned the foul shots right there.
Well, she's really been working hard, hasn't she?
Anna Lehman, the 5'9" junior.
I'd like to see her kicking on the football field myself.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Tell you what, there's a lot of girls out there pushing to play football.
Well, she did it this year, and the boys accepted her. And I can see why.
Central Dauphin and opening up the floor a little bit.
Yes, she and Sienna, Ann and Sienna were on the championship, Northern District Championship soccer team together.
Cassidy Sadler on the block.
So I read a stat somewhere that Annie was in the state championships in 3 different sports last year.
Wow. What a high school experience.
Nice look, but hey, that was closed down by Alexis in a hurry, in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the right pass, but geez. It's a long pass, but look at the quickness of CD, just like the scouting report said.
Well, that's quickness on a very long player, too, and strong player.
Coaches Cassidy Sadler has 4 fouls. Number 12. That's her with the ball.
Pops out to Tate Townsend. Boy, there's a lot of hands out there from those Central Dauphin girls on defense.
They're everywhere. They are everywhere.
I think we're ready for a hockey sub here. It's usually halfway through, Coach Randy usually goes to the bench.
Well, like what Northern's doing right now, they're hopping this ball around.
Yeah, CD's letting them pass it around the perimeter, but once it gets inside, it's a whole different story. It's a whole crowd of people waiting on you.
And that was a nice step through by Hannah Fries, but it just didn't go down.
McGarvey.
Good rebound. Was that Addie Place?
Another steal. Fletcher, lightning.
Boy, is she is quick to
Oh,
the basket.
man.
That's it. We want to check that basket after the game, I think.
I tell you what, first half, Lady Polar Bears couldn't get the fault. Second half, at CD, that basket is consistent. I'll tell you that. You were saying equity earlier in the game, Smallwood. That basket is not discriminating. I'll tell you.
That's right.
Anna Freeze just came out of the game.
That was a foul. Good stick back. Green.
I love the gathering yourself, put the ball on the floor, use the 2 dribble, and go right up off 2.
CD has 3 big girls who can all do it inside, and they're quick.
You know what? Lehman was forced to have to shoot off bounds because of the defense and the pressure. That's not just a missed shot because of a missed shot. That's defensive force missed shot.
CV has found their footing.
Kayla Fletcher looked unbelievable on that shot, didn't she? Smooth.
Well, she's got that corner thing going, doesn't she?
Nice move.
Beautiful move.
That was the one time where CD's defense didn't collapse or rotate.
Ann Lehman was up to the task that time.
CD on the floor again.
And on the boards, too.
Caval got that 1 rebound I said that she needed to fill all the stats.
Yeah.
Tell you what, guys, it's hard to, wow, look at this.
Leah McGarvey.
McGarvey, baseline pull-up, baby. She's got, what, 10? It's a timeout, and we'll take a timeout here. We'll be back after this.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Okay, we're back. It looks like Coach from Coach Lucas Zampelli talking to his girls, trying to keep them encouraged. Guys, let's talk about this. This game is at Central Dauphin High School. Central Dauphin Lady Rams are in this game. The Mid-Penn put it out for this game to be bid by other schools because it was a last-minute switch, and Central Dauphin was one of the only reasonable options. Talked to Coach from Northern before the game. You know, they understood that it was a tough situation. So if anybody's at home wondering about that, that would be a normal thought. But it's really just, it was just a process of basically, they had to do it. They basically had to do it at this point from what we were being told.
CD jumping in the passing lanes again. It's number 32, Alana Sherry.
She gets the foul. And while we're talking about Northern, let's remember, about 13 years ago, they didn't field the varsity team. They didn't have enough players to field the varsity team. They went through 3 years where they didn't win a game.
Wow.
This is a remarkable comeback to be at this level right now.
Yeah,
a dozen years later.
Says a lot for their community, their school district, and their program.
You know, I know it's early to talk about player of the game, but, you know, I always like in these big games to keep an eye on our seniors.
Yeah.
You know, because the younger players are always kind of come back. But if a younger player just has that kind of game, they deserve it, Coach.
Yeah.
But I like the senior tandem leadership of the combination of Lexi Ferguson and Cavalli, 2 seniors that have been doing it for 4 years, played varsity for 4 years together, and they're both having big games tonight.
Yes.
So if you could ever elect 2, I would say put them in a little bottle and take a picture of both of them.
Yes. They both had a very impressive game today.
Some other good performances. You got McGarvey with at least 10. You got Kayla Fletcher just pushing it as far as on the foul line and the pull baseline shots, her speed. She's just making the defense, giving them headaches.
And there's a steal by Northern. They're showing a little glimmer of life.
Yeah, that was a 1-2-2. They switched defenses.
Lehman's just all over the place for Northern. Naturally, it's going to be hard for them to win the game, to be considered for a player of the game, but it's usually give it to the winning team. But man, she's doing great. Ondeko's doing everything she can, but she's just being doubled and tripled.
They're not giving them breathing room to take the shots that are natural for them.
Yes.
Cavoli with another rebound to initiate the side burst.
Yeah. Oh. That is Addison Frolic. Yes, Addison, senior. She got in. She's excited to be in the game. A little bit of excitement nerves right there. Also, you got Shirey, Elena Shirey, a senior.
Nice shot by Tay, just a little bit long.
CD has 2 turnovers this quarter.
Great pass.
Sembrat.
I just think they have to rush their shots. They're kind of intimidated by the defensive presence of Central Dauphin.
That length, right. Yeah, that length. Frolic, one good thing she's doing is she's being aggressive, just a little. You gotta get her feet wet here.
Yeah.
Well, she was excited about that and slid her foot a little bit.
Well, and she's a senior. She deserves to be out here getting a piece of this action. That's 42-15. Central Dauphin up big here at Central Dauphin High School in the Mid-Penn Girls Championship. Don't go away. We got a fourth quarter, but man, we have a good one. Cumberland Valley boys coming up against the Hershey Trojans after this one.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
The Jack G and Bobo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and G and Bobo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted G and Bobo #1. The Jack G and Bobo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at gmbobo.com.
Okay, while you were out there, Alana Sherry did a nice runner baseline layup. She's a senior in the game now.
Off one leg like Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
44.
We missed that on the broadcast, but it'll be online for a rewatch. Anybody rewatching the game at home.
And that was Hannah Fries scoring on the inside game. She's been trying really hard all night.
She's been fighting all night for inside position. Got it, got the ball, and laid it in.
Hey, on that note, hsslivetv.com. Anybody from home can go back and rewatch the archives of High School Sports Live games throughout the year and previous years, the historical archive of High School Sports Live games. Go to hsslivetv.com.
And I want to talk about Northern's team this year. They lost one game, 22-1, and they lost in overtime. They've never been in this territory before.
Right, they're in deep waters tonight.
Well, and this is a building block for the playoffs for them playing in that lower A division.
Yes.
They're
a 3 seed in the 5A.
Yeah, talking to Coach before the game, he seemed to have, Coach Lucas Zempel, he seemed to have a very level head about the expectations, really wanting the girls to do well, but also seeing this as a great building block for playoffs.
Nice looking free throw by number 32.
That'd be Alana Shirey.
Alana Shirey, 6'1" senior, power forward center.
McGarvey's actually leading Central Dauphin with 9 points in scoring here, guys. Fletcher with 7. Cavoli actually 2 threes. And we have Ferguson with 6.
Northern's just having a hard time knocking that thing down. I mean, they're getting good shots. The ball movement is excellent.
And I want to shout out to Samantha Sembrot, who got that last rebound, who's in the game.
Coach, what's our third quarter stats looking like?
Northern was 1 for 10 from 2, 0 for 3 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 turnovers. CD was 4 for 9 from 2, 1 for 3 from 3. They didn't shoot any free throws, 11 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 11 points.
I think when they look at the stats at the end of the game, they'll say, boy, we didn't shoot very well. Wonder why that was.
Look at this ball moving.
Yeah.
McGarvey from the corner. Woo! Tell you what, McGarvey's shot, I love it. The rhythm. That she's already stepping into her shot as she's catching the ball.
I continue to be impressed by Ann Lehman. She just is everywhere.
Yes,
Nice pass by
Towson to Reese. Lina Shirey with a big rebound for CD, the senior. Sister Caroline Shirey plays for Liberty University, 6'4" for Liberty University. Played on the district championship several years ago with Meg Cavoli, Marley Dickerson, Amelia Green, and that whole crew.
Northern has only had 5 points each of the 3 quarters.
Look at the way these girls share the basketball. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, they play very well together.
It's fun to watch.
Spacing's good.
Look at that elbow jumper. Cavoli with another assist.
Ferguson knocked it down.
Boy, I like Ferguson's game at the next level even.
Yeah, strong body,
She's got the
nice shot.
She's got the pull-up game, got the rebounds. She can assist. We're seeing a lot of all-around basketball here from Central Dauphin.
This game will definitely help Northern as they move to district play.
Well, I don't think Hannah Fries is going to see any kind of defense like this in the districts.
No, she won't.
I'll tell you what, it's starting to fill up in this gym, guys. The boys' game's coming up in a little bit. And it's been a big crowd for the girls' game. But, man, text your friends. Tell them it's on TV because there might not be a ticket left in a few minutes.
Nice touch from the foul line by Hannah Fries.
Both teams well matched size-wise. Some big players for Northern between Fries and Ondeco. Shirey, Ferguson both going 6 foot, 6'1".
Look at those Rams. They get after it. The ball's on the floor. That's what they do. They do not mind getting their uniform dirty.
Yeah, we're seeing how they won the Commonwealth, aren't we?
Yeah.
Nice drive by
Nice
Ann
rebound by Frolic.
I like Tay Townsend. She's done some good things.
Tay Towson with a steal for a layup. Cavoli. Nice left-handed pass.
Inside out. Back to Cavoli. Back inside. Oh, nice pass.
What a beautiful entry by Alana.
Ferguson. Like I said earlier, I just keep thinking Lex Ferguson is going to slam dunk it.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. And it's a line change for Central Dauphin.
All right, curtain calls for Central Dauphin Lady Rams. Man, guys, I can't say enough how hard the Lady Northern Bears are playing things just aren't working out for them in this game as far as execution or the ball going in the basket.
And we've got substitutions on both teams. We should probably shout out some names here,
Yeah.
Coach.
Number 20 for Northern Lady Bears, Madison Barnett. She's a sophomore. We also got number 5, Jordis Lieb, junior shooting guard. Who are we missing here, Jeffrey?
Well, with the ball, well, that's a nice steal right
steal
there.
By Jordis Lieb. Matthews is going to settle things down for Central Dauphin.
Sincere Matthews. She's got the left handle, doesn't she?
Special shout out to Coach Lucas Zampelli. He's been very positive with his kids, and you know, he knows that this is just a stepping stone towards a bigger goal, which is the district championship.
Well, he's seen victory 43 times out of 49 games.
Jordis.
Nice block.
All right, I think we've seen enough. With 2 minutes to go to the game, there's been some great individual performances. We got McGarvey with 9, shooting the ball really well. You got little Cavoli all over the place in the stat column, I think with 6 or 8. We'll get the official stats in a little bit. A lot of assists, a lot of steals. But then there's Ferguson that just is doing a little bit of everything, and I think she has 10. Smallwood, who do you think?
I'd go with Ferguson.
Okay. Thompson.
Ditto.
I'm not from your neck of the woods. What's ditto?
Ditto means the exact same Smallwood just said.
All right. Well, if I could outrule you, which I can't, I would say the senior quartet of McGarvey, Cavoli, and Ferguson. They've been doing this for 4 years together, and they all had a tremendous contribution. But I just want to say that before we all settle on Ferguson. But I would say that those 3 girls just, as senior leaders, they just did the job for their team.
Well, I'll go for all 3 too.
You vote for all 3 too?
I'll vote for all 3.
I don't know. This isn't The Voice here, guys. This isn't The Voice. I think we can only show it now. And Jim Gallagher, you're sitting over there. What do you think? Okay, Jim Gallagher says Ferguson.
Jasmine Zachar.
All right, so our Huffman Ford player of the game, single player of the game, will end up being Lexi Ferguson.
A sophomore just hit that bucket, Jasmine.
Jasmine. Oh, lefty.
That's a left runner, and that was number 25 for Northern, Delaney Moyer.
Yes, Delaney Moyer.
Oh, she took a left-handed runner and followed it through.
Yeah. And with the number of underclassmen that both teams have, we're going to see this game again sometime.
Well, and Delaney's brother, Gavin Moyer's down the Juniata at Messiah College, plays on the boys team. So basketball runs in that family. Well, that'll conclude. There's a medal ceremony coming up, but we have a boys game coming up, but we got to do a post-game, guys. The Capital Blue Cross post-game report coming up. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
All right, we're here for our Capital Blue Cross post-game report. What a game. Central Dauphin was all that the doctor ordered for this community at Central Dauphin High School. That has to be a treat for the girls. 51-25, but man, the Northern Lady Polar Bears don't have anything to be ashamed of. It's probably the first time I believe they've ever been in the Mid-Penn Championships. Jeff, Kirk, did it go how you thought, Jeff Thompson?
Well, I was really impressed with the defensive abilities and smothering qualities of Central Dauphin. That was the outstanding, for me, that was the outstanding feature of the game. They played defense so well, and they settled so effortlessly into their offense.
Coach Smallwood, what do you think?
Again, everything the coach said about CD's defense, that's what I saw tonight. I saw good rotations. I saw them out in the passing lanes. And I was really impressed with what they do. They're going to be a factor in the district championship.
All right, well, we got a player of the game coming up here. Play of the game, I'm sorry, the Advanced Hoops play of the game. Let's check that out. Okay, and
this is Alexis Ferguson
coming up
with the
next.
ball.
Alexis Ferguson is our Huffman Ford player of the game. Alexis Ferguson, she's a senior. She is, again, like we said before, she's going to make someone happy at the next level. What do you think about this Alexis Ferguson and all that she does on the court, from defense to rebounding? Talk about that, Kirk.
Skill-wise, she's just so multifaceted. She can pass, she can run, she can finish at the rim, she has a little midi game, and she shoots the 3-ball. So that's the type young lady that they're looking for at the next level.
Thompson, what do you think? Have you seen a player like this in a while?
Well, you know, unfortunately for Northern today, Kayla Fletcher looked like her twin. Yeah. They played exactly the same.
They did play very well, yeah.
And the other young ladies from Central Dauphin did a very nice job too. They were very comfortable tonight. They played defense excellently, and Northern saw the bright lights and just had that one little spurt in the first half, and they could never get it back together.
Yeah, and that trio of the seniors between Cavoli and all that she was doing out there, she was fun to watch. She's exciting. And then Ferguson, and then, man, McGarvey just hitting timely, in-rhythm jump shots. Those girls actually play a little basketball together. They've been playing that Team PAAU for a number of years. They have good friendships, played with some teammates on Deco, are teammates of Team PA together, so they got to know each other. So it's kind of pride for those girls, need to be playing against each other in that setting. But this concludes our girls' game. We have a big one coming up in the boys' game. We got Cumberland Valley playing against a very hot Hershey Trojans. Paul Blackburn, he's been here before. Cumberland Valley, they've been here before. We've been here before. So we're looking forward to a couple of nice interviews coming up here. We have Dave Kerr with AT&T. We're going to talk about the great things they're doing in the community. We're also going to see a nice interview with Ryan Huffman and from Huffman Ford and the Huffman family, who makes a lot happen for High School Sports Live and helps families get their kids on TV. But we'll be back after these messages to explore all of that. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Gary Sutton. I'm the host of High School Sports Live TV, the game of the week, every week on Fox 43.2. And you know, we're out here today, though, at Hoffman Ford, and I'm reminded a little bit of this truck right here. Might have been the one that Ryan Hoffman used to drive around, and he doesn't anymore, by the way, here at Hoffman Ford. He was featured in a Just Call Me Ryan segment back when he was a younger man, and Ryan's with us today. Ryan, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
Good, very good today.
You're about community. And you're about helping the community. Anybody that's ever watched our High School Sports Live TV broadcast, your name's always prominently there. The Hoffman Ford Player of the Week. We talk about those all the time.
It's something that my grandfather, obviously, again, he was mayor of Highspire for many years. So again, it's a name that people trusted to vote him in as mayor at the time. So that started it. Obviously continue that through us as the Hoffman brand, if you want to call that, in our community to make certain that we can carry on that legacy for the next generation. I hope to pass it on to my kids someday.
You know, life is full of partnerships, Ryan, and your dad and your grandfather had a partnership in the original business. You and your brother Todd have a partnership now. You know, partnerships can always have a yin and a yang to it. I'm not sure which part you play, yin or yang, but you know, talk a little bit about the give and take of a partnership and how that works together. You were talking about teamwork. Now you talk about teamwork between two people, making sure this runs, and Hoffman certainly runs very smoothly because of that yin and yang, you and Todd. Talk about that.
Again, it is the yin and the yang. We are two different, but together we make a whole. Obviously, he likes the service side of the aspect, and I like the sales side of the aspects of the business, so it works for us. From that standpoint, again, like you said, my grandfather and dad, they kind of did the same thing. My grandfather was more on the fixed operations, and my dad was more on the sales side, so it definitely plays out to our advantage, having us both here under the same roof doing business together as partners. Because again, we help our employees, and our team makes Hoffman Ford who we are. He's obviously my brother, and I love him dearly.
So Ryan, we're going to show you a little piece of film right here. We had a number of people who, you know, talk about your role in the community.
Throughout my educational experience as a teacher, coach, administrator, and now superintendent of the Steelton Highspire School District, and the Hoffman Ford has supported us tremendously through various projects and efforts that most likely are there to support the students, support the kids, support the student athletes, and everyone involved. Most recently, we worked with Hoffman Ford on a project to purchase 3 vans. By doing so, we were able to offset expenses for transportation costs for field trips, sports teams, and those types of things.
Hoffman Ford has been a very important community partner with projects like the Heroes Grove and other projects throughout the county. For example, baseball fields, football fields, soccer fields. I can tell you numerous times where we asked Hoffman Ford for their help, and they were always there.
When I walked in Earl Huffman's office over 20 years ago, and I asked for support to get a program started where we could put baskets in a gymnasium and be able to just do these things for the community and try to build these programs. He didn't hesitate. He hasn't hesitated for the last 20 years, and I can't say enough about how much his support and Hoffman Ford support has meant to us.
What do you think when you see that bunch of people talking about what Hoffman Ford means to them?
That makes me feel really good, because again, that's what we're about here at Hoffman Ford, is giving back to the community. So,
Hoffman Ford, Ryan Hoffman, Todd Hoffman, carrying on a tradition, custodian of excellence, if you will, right here at Hoffman Ford, Jonestown Pike here in Harrisburg.
Well, we're back here at Central Dauphin. Get ready for the boys' game, but there's 14 minutes, 23 seconds between this game. The boys have to have a chance to warm up. We don't want anybody to get injured out here. Hey, this is our yearly Mid-Penn Between Games interview with Dave Kerr, the president of external affairs at AT&T. Dave, man, you make it a habit of coming the most important game of the year. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Charlie. How you doing?
You guys have been just such a blessing for High School Sports Live. You're helping